still to come on Facebook Watch, and we've got a great one coming up on Local Boy from Long Island. Chris Wade taking on Yuki Kawana. And earlier this week, Chris Wade went around to his own neighborhood and asked people what they fought for.
I am Chris Wade, PFL lightweight athlete and fighter. We're here today at the iconic and legendary Jones Beach on Long Island. Here at the PFL, we believe that everybody has something to fight for.
Messiah. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
So basically what I'm passionate about is helping out the community and helping out people.
What do you fight for?
You know what, I'm here at Jones Beach with a couple of my friends, and it looks like it's gonna storm. So I'm fighting really hard to get these storms pushed away, so that way we can have a good time tonight.
Oh, my passion is, I'm a triathlete. I fight for the training. I fight for finishing the swim.
What do you fight for?
Fighting to be an athlete.
Me too. I'm fighting to be an athlete too. We had the opportunity to speak to a lot of fellow Long Islanders.
We are pumped that you all came out to Nassau Coliseum tonight. Enjoy the fights.
And our thanks to Chris Wade and the fine folks at Jones Beach as we get set for the next fight in the lightweight division. And it'll be a local show with Chris Wade taking on Japanese fighter Yuki Kawana. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Kawana, no points. Chris Wade with no points. And for Kawana, this PFL 2 in Chicago marked the first time he fought outside of Japan. Chris Wade was in it to win it, unable to come away with a decision, lost by decision to Nathan Schultz. But here he is now fighting in his native Long Island, and an opportunity for him to get some points, and he needs them in a hurry. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this lightweight bout scheduled for 3 between Wade and Kawana. Chris Wade coming out of the red corner, 30 years of age, 5'10", 155. There you see his reach and his leg reach. Yuki Kawana will be in the blue corner, 28, 5'7", 156, and a 2-inch reach advantage, but a slight deficit on the leg reach. Elimination bout for both of these fighters. Kawana coming off of, had a streak going for PFL 2 Chicago. He has won 4 of his last 5 fights, but this is only the second time he's fought outside of Japan. Boss, you've fought in Japan a lot of times. Just making the trip over to the land of the rising sun is not easy.
It's not easy, and especially from him coming in here, he's going to have the jet lag that I used to have from Holland going to Japan, and that's nighttime is daytime. It's going to be very hard for him.
Randy, for Chris Wade, he is, well, I'll say the weight of Long Island on his shoulders, but he's sitting with 0 points. He's got a lot of fans here looking for him to do something special.
Absolutely. Great wrestler from this area. New York is one of the strongest wrestling states in the Union. And, I don't think he's going to feel the pressure. He looks very relaxed, very calm. He's going to be settled in and ready to rock and roll.
The New York State High School Wrestling Champion is set to go for the official introductions. Here is Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go with the next matchup tonight. 3 rounds, this in the Professional Fighters League lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. His background is judo. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, he weighed in officially 155 3/4 pounds. This veteran has 14 victories, 2 defeats, with 5 bouts even. Fighting out of Yokosuka, Kanagawa, Japan. Here is Yuki Kawana.
What a friendly audience.
And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He's a wrestler, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight, 155 1/4 pounds. In 16 professional bouts, his record stands at 12 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Rockville Center, New York. Fighting out of Long Island, New York. Here is Chris Wade. And your referee in charge of the action, Todd Anderson.
So Todd Anderson will be controlling the action inside the cage. Both fighters look like Usain Bolt in the blocks, ready to come out in this lightweight matchup. Holy cow! Are you kidding me?
The people are on their feet here.
And front choke attempt by Chris.
He needs to climb on top of it.
I don't think I've ever seen that start.
2 world-class athletes sprinting at each other. And Kawana right now.
Interesting front choke attempt here. It's a Darce choke by Chris, trying to settle in. Kawana doing his best to find a way out of this.
Kawana is in full survival mode.
It looks very tight. He's still struggling. He's
holy cow. That's 45 seconds.
That's what he needs to do.
And he is just cranking on this.
Got it locked on.
He needs to wrap his right leg over him, step over him.
Having trouble finding the angle to really put pressure on those carotid arteries. Kawana rolling around, using the fence, trying to change that angle and get his head out of there. Chris Wade had it locked and he gives it up now.
Yeah.
He's going to use the cradle to secure top position. Kawana using his feet, trying to find a way to get the half guard.
Digging in for the guillotine again now. Oh, no.
Here we're going to see Kawana put himself back in now. Switch to the guillotine choke.
That would be better.
Wow, he's got it cranked down.
Put your right leg over him. Put your right leg over.
Kawana turning the wrong way.
Yeah, his right leg. I would step over him. Okay.
It's almost a head chancellor.
I thought he was
going to try and transition again to another. Chris has got to be asking himself, wow, how wiry is this Kawana? He's had him in there tight twice.
Well, he said he has the biggest spirit, Kawana said, in the whole entire league here.
The only Japanese fighter in the PFL, as Yuki Kawana not wanting to go out in that first 30 seconds. The question, guys, now, how much energy has Chris Wade expended over those first 2 minutes?
Well, and he's in on a Kimura here. He's got it locked on. He's trying to find a way to get his legs into the fight here and create an angle and put some pressure on the shoulder of Kawana, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that from where Kawana's sitting right now.
Yuki Kawana has not seen the light of day after the first 2 seconds, and the bell rings, and now here he is, gradually making his way into a better position. But for 90 seconds, guys, he was in a bad situation.
Started out like Usain Bolt, and it turned into, I wasn't sure, the high jump or the long jump or what that was. Wow.
Crazy.
2 minutes to go in round number 1. Can you imagine if round 2 starts like this? Final fight here on Facebook Watch, and you have been treated to a very explosive opening in the lightweight division. Now it becomes a dominant position battle as Chris Wade tries to maintain what he had for the first 90 seconds. And Yuki Kawana, guys, can we give him a half a point for surviving that first 2 minutes? Holy cow.
You're going to see Chris use that whizzer, clear his feet, try and get to his feet and stand and face Kawana. Nice job by Kawana. Grabbing him by the hips and slinging him back to the mat, making him start all over again.
Nice job moving behind him. Yep.
There's the knee, time that knee just right.
Perfectly, yes. Just when he let his hands go from the mat.
And the pace has come down just a little bit.
There's a guillotine attempt again.
Chris gonna go, he's got it tight again. You know if Kawana's reaching to control those hands, so that's locked on.
This could be it.
That's it. It is all over.
First round finished by Chris Wade, right here in Long Island.
You see, no points in his first fight, but man, did he make it up.
He went from being on the bubble to being in the mix.
And just like that, Chris Wade goes from 0 points to clinching a spot in the playoffs in front of friends and family on Long Island. It looked like Yuki Kawana had survived the worst of round number 1 and was going to see a second round. But guys, he ducked that head in one more time, and Wade just grabbed a hold of it. Let's go back and have a look at round number 1. I don't think I've ever seen 2 guys in the blocks ready to sprint out to start a fight. Ready? Ready? Look at this.
hit the darce. He's got it locked on.
That's a collision on the Long Island Expressway right there that you don't want any part of. Boom!
It's a flying front kick.
What was that movie? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? That's what that looked like.
Where are the cables?
No cables necessary as Chris Wade, 6 points. And let's go to the end of the fight. It looked like Randy Yuki Kawana had done enough to survive round 1, but again, Wade fishing for that choke.
Chris Wade, Yuki Kawana in on the double, gonna put Chris Wade back on his butt. Chris sees the opportunity, sinks it in,
right there,
right under his chin, and I think Kawana goes out here. He taps, and then he goes out. He is not quite with it there. That was a very, very tight guillotine choke.
Look at this, drops. It's the second adjust on the crank, right there.
Walks his hips in to the face and chin, Yuki Kawana, and that cinches it.
Chris Wade sitting on 0 points after his loss to Nathan Schultz in PFL 2, and now 6 points. Welcome to the playoffs. With the official decision, here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 4 minutes, 24 seconds. Round number 1, submission by guillotine. Tonight he picks up 6 points. Your winner, New York's own Chris Wade!
Boss Rutten has made his way inside the cage, and hopefully Boss is protecting his neck. Wade doesn't crank down on that thing. Boss, it's all yours.
Wow. Wow, guys. Well, you said to us, you told us that you wanted to be more aggressive, and you just showed that. I mean, Todd Harris was saying, man, both these guys are standing like Usain Bolt coming out, and that first brawl what you had, it was insane. Was this exactly what you expected?
I told my corner and I told my brothers I was coming straight across the cage with a flying kick to his head. I saw him do it in his last fight, so I knew he was going to give me what I wanted. I went right for his face.
He's claiming that he has the biggest fighting spirit, and boy, did he have, right? I mean, it was very hard to finish him in the beginning because you were all over him, but somehow he started to weasel out every time. But then finally, of course, you got the win.
Fighting spirit, to say the least. I had that thing locked up. I thought he was dead to rights from the jump, especially after I kicked him. And like you said, he got to his back, but the second time I got to his neck, I knew I wasn't letting it go.
We're going to take a look at the replay here, because you're going to have to see what you did in the opening of the fight. This is here the finish, I believe, what we're looking at right now. But if we could see the opening, that would be great, because, man, it was high-flying action from both these guys here. You gave me the flying front kick. Here we go. Watch. Oh! I think you hit him with your cup.
I missed him by about an inch. I saw it from the Jumbotron, but watch this. I wanted this thing to land flush. It went right over his shoulder. Next time, next time.
For what I understand, you clinched the spot now. So, you're in the race. Let's see if it's going to happen. What's next now?
We're going to get back to work for this $1 million. Long Island, I love you.
All right, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy right here, Chris Wade. Back to you, Todd and Randy.
So Chris Wade takes his record to 13-4 and gets the stoppage, his 5th submission. A young man out of Rockville Center, New York, Long Island MMA. His specialty is wrestling, but oh my, it wasn't his wrestling that got it done. It was that slick jiu-jitsu, and what a start to the fight. He called it. He said, this is how I'm going to get this thing going, and that's exactly what he did. And now for a breakdown on what was one of the most explosive starts to any fight we've seen on Facebook Watch. Let's check in now with Eve Edwards.
This fight started with a bang, but it ended with a tight, very, very tight choke. Let's take a look at what I saw. When Chris Wade gets to this position, he's going to punch this left arm on the inside, and then he punches this right arm on the inside of the neck here to secure that choke. And as he does, watch as he falls back to the position that he needs. He falls back to this guillotine as soon as he punches those arms through. Great job by Chris. Kawana does a good job in keeping those legs together. But what Kawana does not recognize is as Chris falls to this guillotine, freeze it one more time right here. Kawana's put himself in a very bad position. Again, the choke is here, but the fence is behind Kawana. He can't do anything, and Chris is going to pull this leg out and put that over the top of this leg to secure the choke and finish by pressing his hips into Kawana to finish the choke. And he has no choice. He can't breathe. His neck feels like it's popping off at the neck. And Chris gets himself 6 points with a beautiful guillotine finish. Look at those hips drive, and that's where the choke finishes. Great job by Chris Wade. Back to you, Todd.
All right, thank you very much, Yves, as we take a look at the lightweight standing.